Michael Van Deven here. What I want to show you today, that is the far-famed Cubic-Key Factor bass. This particular model is almost 30 years old, so we can consider it vintage. It was built at the Fender factory in the US. It's got a very nice multi-laminated maple neck. I don't know if you can see it. It's like one of those Cubic-Key specials. And I just want to show you this bass because I decided to sell mine. So maybe there's a collector or somebody who wants to try out a Cubic-Key Factor bass. Plain to see, this is a headless bass, and it features that patented and very special Cubic-Key detuner, which means you have this thing here that you can use like a capo, and you have 2 extra frets on an E string, or D string in this case, and it basically works like a capo and frets it at the E. So now it's an E, you just flip it over, you just pull the string a little bit, it goes to the back. Now it's in D. I personally consider the Cubic-Key Factor something like a super jazz bass, because you have 2 humbuckers in the positions where the normal jazz bass single coil pickups are. You don't have the hum, and you have switchable active electronics. You have 2 double stacked pots or dual concentric potentiometers and a 4-way switch. The 4-way switch basically switches between passive, active, mid boost, and we can turn the whole bass off. On the first dual concentric potentiometer, we have the volume and the balance between the 2 pickups. All the way here we have the bridge pickup, all the way there we have the neck pickup. The second dual concentric potentiometer basically controls tone, like the lower one controls tone, as long as the bass is in passive mode, and controls bass when it's in active mode, and the top one doesn't do anything while we're in passive mode, and in active mode it controls the highs, and that's about that. So now let's hear how all of that sounds. What you're hearing now is the bridge pickup in passive mode with the tone full open. And I'm gonna tone down the tone now to minimum. And this is the neck pickup. And the tone control down. What I also want to mention are those pretty sidebars on that super laminated maple neck. They are really, really pretty. All right, again, this is bridge pickup. And this is the neck pickup. And I'm going to choose a position that's just in between. And I'm going to switch on the active electronics now. And we have treble controls. And bass controls. Okay. And now this is the mid boost. Back to normal active. And with the mid boost. Well, of course, there are a couple of dings and dents on the body. Don't forget that this is a almost 30-year-old instrument, but still the playability is A grade. What is quite surprising is that all the pots don't make any scratchy noises. Even after almost 30 years, the pots are A-okay. So that must be some super high quality. From the electronics to the tuners to the neck, everything is working. The frets are in very, very good condition. Well, now you may ask yourself, why does this guy wants to sell this marvelous instrument when it's such a marvelous instrument? Well, it's pretty simple. I'm a guitar player. I'm not a bass player. I bought it back in the time when I was playing bass, but that's like decades ago. So just hit me up on Reverb, hit me up on YouTube, whatever you want. Thank you very much for watching and have the best day ever.